Hi, my name is Irene Michelle Slusher. I'm a senior at George Mason. This is my final project proposal for BIS degree 3, and the class is 390. I'll be examining the theory that solar-powered vehicles make a critical difference in climate reversal and the public opinion. This is through the Department of Integrative Studies at George Mason, through my research process, and Virginia Hoy. Professor Virginia Hoy is my instructor. She's just done a great job in helping me. So I'm examining the theory that solar-powered vehicles make a critical difference in climate reversal and public opinion. This will be validated through the research. This is my final project proposal that will be covering the IoT security, Internet of Things for the Internet security and conflict resolution that needs to and will be resolved through this particular thesis, and the energy that will be used for sustainability and renewability. These are all related to solar cars being critical for reversing climate change. Here are some terms that I've defined to help with the presentation. Electric vehicle, plug-in hybrid electric vehicle, battery electric vehicle, internal combustion engine, magnetic levitation, solar electric propulsion, and double action redirection test. The hypothesis begins with the idea that solar-powered vehicles will produce a significant reduction of CO2 emissions to reverse climate change. Unexpected things or conflicts might be the limited range, but that can be improved with batteries and solar cell technology. Unpredictable solar can be supplemented with the increased and improved battery technology. Alternative vehicles that will be looked at are the aluminum air battery vehicle, which on the positive end has 1,000 miles in range, but it has to be replaced at that point. Then the magnetic vehicles began in the 1900s. The 1914 Owens magnetic vehicle was too expensive, therefore they went out of business. Then magnetic levitation is autonomous, which is a positive. Magnetic levitation is positive, but the roads would have to be prepared with magnets, and that would be expensive, so it has its limitations. So the issue is important because these fields are all critical in advancement of the technology of solar vehicles. The disciplines that are included are Internet security, or in particular Internet of Things security, which is right now even everywhere, and so it needs to be part of the discipline. Energy, solar energy is sustainable, and the sun is going to be not used up forever. Well, it may, but not in our lifetime. Conflict resolution is necessary for successful solution because in particular fossil fuels have been a cause of conflict. So the future safety of the world depends on the resolution of these issues, and the future safety of the world is at stake. So we need to reduce the pollution and reverse climate disasters. The methods that I plan to use are to compare the technologies and then conclude the best method to expedite the solution. Because actually scientists tell us that our climate is in a worse case scenario at this point. Here's a government application that helps compare and helps you decide that whether you should have electric vehicles or not. Solar vehicles have the added capability of charging directly from the sun. This is DART, the double action redirection test that was just done while I was making my proposal. And this was in November of 2021. It uses solar electric propulsion, so it shows you that this is the direction that NASA is going, also using solar propulsion, so an advanced solar power technology. By this time next year, we'll know if their mission or test was successful. Here's the first solar car. It wasn't drivable, it's too small. It was invented in 1955, and on the right is the modern solar vehicle. 1912 Baker was actually converted to a hybrid in 1962. The solar panel on the roof cost $20,000, which today would be the equivalent of $160,000. It had 11,000 solar cells. Here's the Lerner Porsche Semper Vivas. Ran on batteries, had electric propulsion driven by batteries using gasoline-powered generator. So to help you visualize solar-powered vehicles and help the solar range anxiety is the Lightyear 1, which has 450-mile range per charge and also still recharges with solar cells or an outlet. Aptera 3-wheeled vehicle can also plug in for charging, but it has different size batteries. For example, a 600-mile range battery or a 1,000-mile range battery. And it also recharges from the sun. Scion is a 5-door family size. That'll be out in 2023 and has bidirectional charging with solar panels on the sides of the vehicle, even for recharging. And here's a closer look at the Aptera 3-wheeled. It's very modern looking, and it runs between 30,000 to 50,000 depending on the range you want or the battery size that you put into it. And here's the Lightyear 1. It's a 4-wheeled solar powered 450-mile range per charge and recharges with solar cells or an outlet, 170,000. These prices don't include shipping, tax, import fees, which is important for us because these are not produced in the US. Okay, it can reduce the range anxiety through the solar charging, but it also plugs into an outlet. Here's the Scion. It's a 5-door, which has solar panels on the sides and bidirectional charging. It has flexible 35-minute charging, $30,000, and it allows vehicle to grid charging. You can charge your house with it. Vehicle to home charging. So solar-powered vehicles can be critical to reverse climate change. Conversions of ICE and hybrids will help. New solar vehicles can be more readily accepted because the range anxiety is no longer a problem. Reduction of conflict is important. So the evidence that I have, and I may need additional data, but the evidence I have is electric vehicles are considered the best solution. Solar vehicles will expedite this solution because it reduces the range anxiety, and advances in the vehicle's battery infrastructure and technologies of solar cells will be the solution. Okay, the summary for the main points again is solar vehicles solve the range issues. Solar conversions can expedite the solution. New technologies for the vehicle's batteries, etc. are important. We need to educate the public, and the government might be a hindrance. So here's a little chart. So we've had electric and solar vehicles for about 100 years. It's it's new and it's old at the same time. Okay, so what is public opinion? What are people saying? Some people are saying we just need to drive less. Some people are saying solar geoengineering is our only hope to reverse climate change. And there's even a survey where there's skepticism towards global warming. So I think regardless of the skepticism, solar vehicle technology is a positive for the whole world. In conclusion, solar vehicles can definitely be a critical element in the solution. Public opinion is positive, but people are still confused. Gaps are there, but if we produce the vehicles in large enough scale, that it will reduce the emissions considerably and avoid disastrous conflict and help maintain security. Thank you so much.